Hello everyone, welcome to my video on an interactive Python Tkinter project. In this video, we will write a program for ATM machine management system in Python Tkinter with MySQL database to manipulate our data. In this project, we will provide three options. First for inquiry balance, second for transaction and withdraw cash. Okay, so first of all, you have to install MySQL database with MySQL Workbench, and here I will open MySQL Workbench to register some account numbers and ATM numbers. So here I will open this MySQL Workbench, and after a small while it will be opened, and then we can register any account and ATM card number. So here I will click this local instance, and here I will enter my password. This password was created when I was installing my SQL database. So here I will click OK. So this is the same password. So here I will click OK, and then now I have to create my new database. So here I will use query create database, and you can add any name for your database. So here I will add ATM, or you can add any other name, and then I will click this execute button. So my database with name ATM will be created successfully. Okay, but if you have already a database, then you can connect with that existing database. So I will remove this because I have already database. So here I will choose this button database, and now I will select this first option connect to database. So here I have to enter name of my database, and my database name is record, and I have used rec in short. Okay, so now I will click OK button. So now I have connected with my existing database, that is record. Okay, so next I have to create a table. So I will use query create table. So you can add any name for your table. For example, I will add name ATM. Okay, now it is our table name. So next I have to create some columns in this table. For example, first is account number. Okay, account number, and then I have to define its type. So our account number is always integer type, so I will define int. So this is its type, and now I have to define its size. So I will add 15. Okay, you can set size according to your requirement. And next I have to add ATM number because I have to register a ATM number with this account number. Okay, so ATM number, and next its type should also integer. So here I will define size, and next I have to set a password. Okay, password I will add password. Okay, and its type should also integer type. Okay, so next I will set its size. So I will add 15 once again. You can use other value. And now next I have to create a column for balance. So here balance. Okay, its type also should integer type, and I will set size 10. Okay, so now this is our table containing these columns. First is account number, second is ATM number, and password and balance. Okay, available balance. Now I have to register some accounts number, ATM number, and then passwords, and I have to add balance. Okay, so now here I have to insert some rows, because when we are using ATM card or ATM machine, it means that we have already account number. So first we have to add account number here. So here I will insert. You can also do this process including a button in your project, but I will register before, and then I will start my Python code. So here insert. Now I have to insert a row. Okay, so insert into. Okay, sorry, into, and then I have to define the name of our table, that is ATM, and then I have to insert in columns. So I have to define here column names account number. Okay, second is ATM number, third is password, and fourth is balance. Okay, so these are our columns. And next I have to insert values. So here I will use values keyword, and then I will insert values for every different row. Okay. So here this is an error. Here I have to use semicolon. Okay. Now our error is removed. So here I have to insert values for these columns. Account number, I will register account number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, this is account number, and then the ATM number. So I will add 000. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is ATM number that is registered with this account number. Okay, and then password. Here I can add any password. So password is also integer type, so I will add password only 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so because our password normally or commonly we use 4-digit password, so this is also 4-digit password. Okay, so next, balance. Our balance available for first account number is 20,000. Okay, so now I am inserting value. This is our account number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can, this is a temporary account number. You can add your own account number. Okay, so this is our account number, and here I have inserted value for this account number. Okay, then ATM. Now I have registered this ATM with this account number. Okay, and then I have added a password, and then this is our balance in our account. Okay, so now I have to select this query. When you have more than one query and you have to execute one of them, then you have to select one of them, and then you can execute that query. And now we will see we have an error. Insert into ATM account number. Okay, here I have syntax problem. So account number, here I have to use O, not 0. Okay, and then I will select it once again, and now I will execute it. Okay, still it is problem. So table record ATM does not, sorry, I think we have not created, sorry, first I have to execute this first query. Okay, so because we have to create a table, still we have not created any table, so I will select it first and then I will execute. Okay, now our table is created successfully. First we have not created any table, and we were trying to insert this row in that table that was not created. Okay, now our table is created, and now we can insert our values. So here I have selected this second query, and now I will execute this. So now our row is inserted in our ATM table. Okay, so now we have successfully inserted one row, and now I will add one more row. Okay, now I will add two. Okay, two, two, three, uh, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, and then here I will change also our ATM number 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and then here I will change also password. Okay, here 2, 3, 4, and 5, and here I will add 30,000. Okay, so now here you can see we are trying to insert another row. So I have changed account number. Now this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and our ATM number is 000 and 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then our password is 2, 3, 4, 5, and now we have inserted balance 30,000. Now I will select this query and I will execute this. So we have inserted two rows. Now I have to add one more row. Okay, so I have to change account number. Now this is 329, and our ATM number is 444 345 and 6, and our password is also 345 and 6. Okay, and we will add 40,000. Okay, so now I will select this, and then I will execute my query. Okay, now we have inserted one more row. Now we have total 3 account number with different ATM number and password, and with their available balance. Okay, so now I will minimize it, and then I have to start my Python code. So for this you have to create any folder anywhere in your computer with any name. So I have already created a folder. Okay, so in new volume E, I have a folder Python projects. Okay, and here I have some Python files, but I have to create new file. Okay, so here I have to open command prompt. So I have clicked in this address bar. Now I will type cmd to open command prompt. Okay, so next I have to enter a command line to open our VS Code, or I can say Visual Studio Code. So it will be used as a code editor. Okay, so here I will enter command code space dot, and then I will click enter key, and in the result you can see this is our VS Code. Okay, this file was opened. I will close this and also this. Okay, so now this is our welcome file, and this is our VS Code where we have to use where we have to write our Python Tkinter code. Okay, so I will close this file, and now I have to create new file. So I will open this Explorer, and these are my existing files. Okay, so you have seen this already, and now I have to create new file. So I will choose this option new file, and here you can add any name, or you can select any name for your file. So I will add atm.py. Okay, py is extension for Python. Now this is Python file. Okay, if I will remove py from here, then it is not a Python file. Okay, so I will create a Python file using this extension, and then I will click enter key from my keyboard, and then my atm.py file is created in folder Python projects. I can show you here. You can see ATM. Okay, you can see now this is ATM file. Okay, so I will open once again. So next I have to hide this Explorer, and then I have to start my Python code. So first of all, I have to start class, or I have to create class. You can use any name for your class. Okay, so I will use ATM. Okay, you can use different name, but I am using ATM. This is class name. Okay, and then you have to use column, and then I have to create or define a constructor for my ATM class. So here I will use def keyword to define constructor, then double underscore in it or initiate, and again double underscore and pair of parentheses. And now I have to pass two arguments. First is self, and our constructor will accept two arguments. First is self and other is root. So you can use any other instead of root, but we use commonly this root. Okay, so you should use root, but if you are using any other name instead of root, then you are correct. Okay, so I have passed two arguments in this constructor. So next I have to initialize this self root. So self dot root. Okay, and then I have to initialize it with root. Okay, so next I have to create main window. Okay, still we have not created any window. So first we have to create main window. So root, and then here I have to create window that is part of Tkinter. So I have to use Tkinter. So first I have to import Tkinter. Okay, so here import Tkinter as Tk. Now this Tk is alias for this Tkinter that will be used as a object, and we can access any widget from Tkinter by using this object or alias. Okay, so here I will use tk. Now this tk is with t lowercase and its t is uppercase. Now this is our main window that is part of Tkinter, and we are accessing it by using this object. Okay, so this is our main window, and now I have to create object for my ATM class. Okay, so here I can use any name for object. Okay, and then here I have to define name of class, and then I will pass root as a argument. Okay, and now our project is created, and then I have to access main loop. Okay, so how can we access main loop? Root dot main loop. But next question is, that what is main loop and why is main loop. Main loop is used to execute our project, and it also handle all the events in our project. Okay, so next I have to set a title for this main window. Okay, this main window is created, but still we have to set a title for this main window. So here I can set title like this, self dot root, okay, dot title. Now I will call title method, and now I will create any title. So you can use any title. I will add value ATM machine. Okay, ATM machine management. So you can use any title. Okay, management. And next I will save it, and then I will execute it to show you our main window. Okay, so after small while this is our main window, but its size is very small, and I have to create it, or I have to set its size according to the size of our device. Okay, so I will close this, and also I will close this. Okay, so now I have to set width of our main window according to width of our screen, and I have to set height of our main window according to height of our device screen. Okay, so first I have to get these two widgets. First is height of screen, second is width of screen. So I have to get them. Okay, now I will declare a variable. Then I will get width, and then I will assign that width to our variable. So I will declare variable globally. Okay, self dot width. So width is my variable name, and self is used to make it global. Okay, if you will remove self dot from here, then this variable will local, not global. But if you are using self dot with this width, then this width variable is global. Okay, so now I have to get width of my device screen. Okay, so how can I get width of screen? Self dot root dot. Now I will call winfo method. Okay, winfo method is a method that return us any information of any widget. Okay, so I have to get information about screen, and information is width of screen. Okay, so here I will define screen width. Okay, so now this function will return us width of our screen, and we will assign this value to this global variable, that is self dot width. Okay, so next I have to set its height. So first I will declare global variable self dot height. Okay, and then self dot root dot winfo underscore screen height. Now I have to get height of screen. Okay, then I will assign this height to this self dot height global variable. So this is global because I have to use this in other functions, inside other functions. Okay, if this is local, then you cannot use this inside any other function. Okay, so next I have to set size of our main window according to this width and this height. Okay, so here I will use geometry method to set main windows uh, height and width. Okay, so self dot root, this is our root window, and then I will call geometry method. Okay, geometry, and here I will use formatting string. So this formatting string can carry both a variable value and string value. Okay, so now we are using variable value. So if you have to use value of variable, then you have to use pair of curly braces, and then you will define name of variable. Okay, who is required here. Okay, so I need width of screen. So this is in our self dot width. That's why here I am using self dot width here. Now I have to use multiply sign, and then I have to use height. Okay, height of screen, and that exists in our self dot height variable. Okay, so here I will use self dot height. Okay, and then I have to create this screen or main window, sorry, main window from first row. So here I have defined 0 and then first column. So then again plus 0. Okay. So now I will save it and then I will execute it. So in the result you can see this is our main window, and now its height and width is according to height and width of our screen. Okay, or screen of our device, and this is our title, ATM machine management. Okay, and next I have to create a with large label. Okay, here in this root window. Okay, so I will close this and then I will create a label. Okay, so this will our main title. So here I will create an object with name title, and then I have to create a label. Okay, so label is part of Tkinter. So we have to access it from Tkinter. So we have to use Tk as an object with this. Okay, now we can access label from Tkinter. Okay, so now this is our label widget that is part of Tkinter. And now we have to define that where we have to create this label. We have to create this in our root window or main window or user interface window. These are the same things. Okay, so now I have to create it inside our root window, self dot root, and then I have to set a text value for this label. So I have to use text property, and then I can insert any value as a label text. Okay, so now I will add ATM, that is our topic, machine. Okay, machine management and system also. Okay, so now this is our main title, and next now I have to set a background color, a border size, a border style of this label. Okay, so first I will set border size. So here I will use BD or border property. You can use any of these two properties. I will use BD property, and here I will set size. I will assign 4 for border size, and then I have to set style for border. Okay, so I have to use a relief property to set a border style, and here I will use groove. Okay, you can choose any other style, but I have to choose groove. And next I have to set a background color, so I will use background property and background BG property. So I have used BG property, and now I have to use any name for background color. For example, I can use here red, green, pink, and others. Okay, so I will use here light, okay, gray. Okay, so this is our background color. You can use any background color, but you have to remember their names. If you cannot remember multiple names for color, then I will share a trick with you that will be very useful and easy to use. Okay, so in this way you can use, and you will able to use multiple color, or and I can say thousand of color without remembering their names. Okay, so here I have used a static value background color, that is light gray, and next I have to use font property. Okay, now I have to pass values in tuple. So why we use tuple? We use tuple when we have to assign more than one values for the same property. Okay, then you will use tuple. For example, here our property is same, but we have to assign more than one value. For example, first value is Arial, that is font family. Then second is font size, I will set 50, and third is font style, that is bold. Okay, now I have passed three values for the same property, that is font. Okay, so here I have used tuple. Otherwise, if you are assigning only one value, then you do not need to use tuple. Then you can pass or assign single value in these commas. If this is numeric value, then you can use numeric value without any comma. Okay, but you have to pass more than one values, then you have to use tuple. Okay, so now this is completed. Next I have to set its position. Okay, so when you have to set position of any widget, then you have three methods to set position. First is pack method, second is place method, third is grade method. Okay, first we will use pack method, and I will explain that why we are using this method. Okay, so now I will use title then pack. Okay, so I will explain that why I am using pack method. When I have to uh, create this widget in any specific position or side inside. Okay, I can say side. For example, I have to create this widget in top, in bottom, in right, or in left side. Then we have to use pack method because it provides us side property, and we can choose any side. For example, we have four sides. First is bottom, second is left, right, and top. Okay, you can choose any of these uh, sides. Okay, I will choose top. Okay, because I have to create this title in the top of my main windows. Okay, so this is top. So pack method provides side property, and we can set a widget in any specific side. Okay, so when we will use next method, then I will explain that why are we using that next method. Okay, so now I will save it, and then I will execute it to show you output. So now this is our output, ATM machine management system. But here you can see that it is not filled horizontally, or it is not filled in x-axis. We have to fill it horizontally. So how can we fill it? I will close this, and also I will close this, and here I will use fill property. This pack method also provide us fill property. Okay, and now we have to fill it in x-axis or horizontally. So here I will choose x value, so it will be filled in x-axis. I will execute it once again to show you. So now this is filled in x-axis, or it is filled horizontally. Okay, so it is our title or label widget. Okay, so now we have to create two frames. First here, first frame. Okay, second frame for detail. In first frame we will create some widget. For example, we will get account number, then password. Okay, or we can also get ATM number, then password, and then option. We will create button for option. For example, user want to uh, check his or her balance, then he will click button in query balance. If he want to create uh, he want to make a transaction, then he will click transaction button. So in this way we can provide some options. Okay, so here first I have to create two frame in this main window. So I will close this, and also I will close this terminal, and here I will create frames. Okay, so now here I will comment out first. So here I will type frame. So this is our option frame. Okay, option frame, because we have to provide some options. So OPT frame, you can use any name. Okay, I will add object name option OPT frame. Okay, and here I have to create frame, and frame is also part of Tkinter, or I can say that it is also a widget of Tkinter. So if I have to access it from Tkinter, then I have to use Tk. Okay, the name of this widget, that is frame, and now I have to create this frame in our root window. So self dot root. Okay, and now I have to set its border size. So BD property will be used for this, and now I have to assign value 5, and then I have to set border style by using a relief property, and here I will choose a style for border. So here I will use Redis. You can use any other style, and then I have to set a background color. So here I will use BG or background color property, and here you can assign any name of color or of valid color. Okay, but I think it will be difficult to remember multiple or thousand or hundred of color names. Okay, it is very difficult. It is also difficult for me, so it can also difficult for you. So here we can apply, or we can use another trick. Okay, so here we will not use a static value. We will define a function for this. Okay, so here I will define a function with def keyword, and I will set name of function color, and here I will pass some argument. So this is not a long function, this is function of only one line. Okay, so here I will pass some arguments. First is self, and then other is R for red, G for green, and B for blue. Okay, and next here I have to use return method. So this function will return us only one string, that is formatting string. Okay, so here we will use hexadecimal colors. Okay, so I will use sharp sign and then pair of curly braces. So for red I will use R and 0 to X. Okay, and then for G here I will use G and then 0 to X, and for blue I will use 0 sorry B 0 to X. Okay, only this is the line that will be returned, and we have to pass three values, first for red, second for green, and third for blue. Okay, so I have to call this function here. I will call this function here. So this is the small or minimum function. So here I will use self dot color. Okay, now I have to pass values. You can create any combination. Okay, so I can pass value for first color. So it range is from 0 to 255. Okay, for example, for red, I can add 160. Okay, so this is between 0 to 255. Okay, and for green I will use 200. Okay, and for blue I can use 200. Okay, so now here you can use, we are using minimum value for red, but we are using upper value from red, and also same as here for blue. Okay, you can change these combination values and you will retrieve a new color. Okay, so this is very easy to use. You can use thousands of color in this way. Okay, so next I have to set position of this frame. Okay, so now I have to use place method. Okay, why we have to use place method, I will explain. Here I have to use option frame. Now this will be used as an object, and now we will access place method. Okay, place method, and here place method provide us with property. Okay, and height property. So here I will use height, and x property. Okay, x property for padding, horizontal padding, and y property for vertical padding. Okay, so this place method provides us these four properties. Okay, and in this way we can define width of this frame, height of this frame, and paddings for this frame. Okay, so now I will enter value for width. Okay, or I will assign value to width. So here I will set width 300, height 400. Okay, so these are static values, and padding 50. Okay, or 70. Okay, I think 70 will perfect, and then vertical padding 100. Okay, so I have assigned these values to these properties. Okay, so this place method provide us these properties. In this way we can set width of frame, height of frame, and padding for this frame. Okay, I will save it and then I will execute. So now in the result you can see this is our background color of frame. You can change it, and this is padding from here to here. This is 70. Okay, 70 pixels, and then this is padding from here to here. This is 100 pixels. Okay, and from here to here this is 300 width, and here to here this is 400 for height. Okay, so you can assign different values for this width and height, and its size will be changed according to new values. Okay, but we can set size in a easy way. Okay, we can create in this way, that if you want to create it in first sorry third or fourth, this way that it is one third of total width, okay, for one fourth of total width, one fifth of total width. So you can create in this way. This is very easy. Okay, I will explain, and you can also change background color by changing values for colors. Okay, so here first I will change its width. Okay, here I will remove this static value. Here I will call this method, or sorry, variable, that is width variable. Okay, so here I will use self, okay, dot width. Now this is total width of our screen in this variable. Okay, so we can divide it by 2. Okay, now in this way we will get a frame whose width is half of total width of screen. Okay, and here I can also set height in the same way, self dot height. No, sorry, height. So now this is total height of our screen, but we have to decrease some height from total height. So here I will decrease 180 pixels from total height. Okay, now let us see that what will happen. I will execute it. Okay, now here you can see this is half of total width of our screen. Okay, and you can divide it by 3. In this way you will get, or we will get a width uh, one third of total width of screen. Okay, for example I can change value. Here I will divide it by 3, then it will return us one third. Okay, I will save it and I will execute it. Okay, now this is one third of total width of our screen. Okay, now this is one third, previous was half, and we can also divide it by 4, then its size or its width will one fourth. Okay, so in this way you can create or set size for this frame. Okay, so it is very easy and useful. So now we can change background color. So I will close this, and also I will close this, and now I will increase value for blue. Okay, I will use 250. I will save it and then I will execute it, and now you can see this is our background color, and in this way you can change value, and in this way you will retrieve new background color. Okay, so in this way you can use multiple colors without remembering their difficult name. Okay, so now we have to create one more frame after this frame. Okay, so here I will close this, and also I will close this, and now I have to create one more frame. So here I have to comment out it. So this will detail frame, because we will provide details of account or balance in this frame. Okay, so detail frame. So here I will create frame. So this is detail frame. You can use any name, and here tk.frame process will remain same. So now I have to create it in our root window, and then I have to set its border size 5, and I have to set its border style by using relief property. I will use same style, redux, and background color. So here I will use, or I will call again color function self.color, and now I will try different values. Now I will use 240 for red, okay, 180 for green, and uh, I will use 2 or 150 for blue. Okay, so we can change it, and now I have to call again place method. So detail frame, okay, detail frame dot place, and here I will use with property, and now self dot width. This is the variable that contains total width of our screen, and I will divide it by 3. Okay, first was one third. Now I will create in half. Okay, so here I will use height property, and height will remain same, self dot height minus 180. Okay, and then here I will use x property for horizontal padding, and now I have to set such a value, okay, so that can assign padding, and it should create after after this first option frame. Okay, so for example I use 70, then what will happen, I want to show you. the problem and then we will handle the problem. Okay, so I will assign 70 and then I will assign 100 for y. Okay, so now I will save it and then I will execute it. So let us see that what is output. So this is master.tk. So this is any syntax error, I think. So bg in line number 22, I will say what is the problem. This is line number 22, read self color, frame, detail frame, relief property, read. What is the problem? Yes, sorry, problem is here. I have to use dot, not comma. Okay, so now I will save it once again and then I have to execute it. So I will execute it and then this is our execution and this is our output. Okay, so now here you can see this is our new frame, but it is overridden on our previous frame. Okay, so this is because we are not using a perfect value for this padding, horizontal padding. Okay, so we have to assign such a value that will set it in the such position that our padding can appear and our option frame can appear. Okay, so here I have to increase value for x. Okay, horizontal padding. So here first I have to uh, set such a value that can create it after our uh, existing frame, that is option frame. So here I will use this value self dot width divided by 3. So this is size of our option frame. Okay, now we have to add it with this 70. Okay, now I will save it and then I will execute it. Now you will see this scan. Okay, now this is after this our previous frame. Okay, here you can see this is our 70 padding and then this is value self dot width divided by 3, and now we have to create a gap or padding between these two frames. Okay, so now I will add 70 more pixels. Okay, so I will close this and also I will close this and here I will use 140. Okay, 140. Okay, so 70 for first. So 70 is this for first padding and 70 padding for uh, padding between these two frames. Okay, I want to show you. I will save it and then I will execute it and now you can see this is new padding. Okay, so I can show you. So now this is our output. This is our first 70 and this is our second 70. Okay, this is total 140 and this is our self dot width divided by 3. Now this is in perfect place or in perfect position. Okay, so now next we have to create some widgets in this first frame, option frame. So here we have to create input field to get ATM number, then password, and then we will provide options. And here we will create a table to show information about any account number. So now I will close this user interface and then terminal. So next I have to work in option frame. So here inside our option frame, first I will create a label. So here I will set label for account number. Okay, so AC label. Okay, and then tk dot label, and this label will be created now inside option frame. Okay, opt frame here, and next I have to set a text. So I will assign value to this text property. This is account, enter account. Okay, or account number, and then here I have to use its background color. So for using BG property I can assign value, so I will use the same value that was used as a background color of option frame. Okay, so I will copy this and then I will paste here. Okay, I will remove this BG from here and now this is the same color, that is color of our frame. Okay, and next this was background. Here I will use font property and here I will use Arial. I like Arial. You can use different font family, and then I will set 20 and I will set it bold. Okay, or I can change it. I can say that its size is 15 and it is bold. Okay, so next, on the next line, now I have to use grid method. Okay, so why we use grid method? It provides us a row property and column property. We can define or we can set position in specific row and specific column. Okay, so here we will use it. So AC label dot grid. So this is grid, or you can say this is grid layout. Okay, so here I will use row property and I will assign value 0 to this row property. Now it will be created in first row, and I will use column property and I will assign 0. Now this is first column of first row, and here I will use pad x for horizontal padding. I will assign value 20, and pad y for vertical padding or uh, padding in y-axis. I will assign value 20. Okay, so this is also 20, or I can say it is 30. Okay, so now I will save it and then I will execute it to show you output. So this is our label account number. Okay, so this is account number, and then I have to create input field here in the front of this label where we have to get account number of a user. Okay, so I will close this and also I will close this. Okay, so next have to create input field. So we have to get account number. So I can say self. Now this should global because we have to use it inside any other function. So it should global. So here I have to use self to declare it globally. So self dot, and you can use any name. For example, account. Okay, account, and here I will create input field tk dot entry. So name of this widget is entry widget, and it will be created inside our option frame. And next, I have to set its width. So I will set width 20, and I will use font family. So here I will use I have to use tuple, and here I will use Arial as font family and size 15, and I will not set it bold. Okay, so next, here this is width and font. Okay, this is enough. I can use also border. Okay, bd property, and I will set border 2. Okay, next I have to set its layout self dot account dot grid. We have to use grid layout, and here I have to define row number. So I have to create it in first row but in second column of first row. Okay, so here I have assigned 1, and then I have to use pad x, and I will use value 10, and for pad y I will use 30. Okay, now I will save it and then I will execute it to show you output, and now you can see this is our input field. Okay, so this is account number. Okay, or because we have to use ATM card, so here we should use um, ATM number. Okay, because we cannot use ATM in this project. We cannot insert our ATM card here. So here we have to use ATM number. So here we should use ATM number, not account number. Okay, so I will close this and I will change it. Okay, so it should ATM label. Okay, ATM label, and here this is also ATM label. Okay, so this is also self dot ATM. Okay, and this is also ATM. Okay, ATM. Okay, now this is enough because we have to use ATM card in our ATM machine. So here we have to use ATM number, not account number. Okay, so next I have to create one more label. So this should password PW label. Okay, and here I have to use tk dot label to access this widget from Tkinter. Then I will copy all these values from here. Okay, and then I will paste them here. Okay, and next I have to change only this text value. Now this is password. Okay, and here I have to set its layout. So here I will use pw label dot grid, and here I have to use row number. So now it will be created in second row. Okay, and first column of second row, and then here I have to use pad x. I will assign value 20 for label, and I am using 10 for entry widget. Okay, and then for pad y I will use value 30. Okay, next I have to create input field again. So here I have to use self because it should global. That's why I am using self dot. Okay, so now this is password. Okay, password, and here I have to create this input sorry entry widget. Okay, and here I have to create it in option frame, and here I have to define its width 20. Okay, and font I have to use font property, and I will use font family Arial. Okay, and here I will set size 15, and I will use BD property, and I will assign value 2 for border size, and here I will use self dot password dot grid. Okay, so this grid is our third method to set position of any widget. Okay, so here I have to define row property, and I have to create it in our second row and second column. Okay, sorry, second column, and next I have to define pad x, and I will assign 10, and pad y I will assign 30. Okay, now I have created two input fields. I can show you. I will save it, and then I will execute it to show you output. Now this is our output. Okay, so here you can see this is account number, and this is password label. So here we have to enter our account number. Sorry, this should ATM number. Here we have to change this text value. Okay, ATM number or ATM card. Okay, and this is our password. I will change this text from here, and then here I have to provide some options. Okay, I will close this, and also this. Now I will change value here, account number. Now this shows ATM card. Okay, I will use here ATM underscore card. So here, because we cannot insert our ATM card in our project, so we have to use ATM card number. Okay, so next I have to provide options. So first I have to create a label. So this is for inquiry. Okay, balance inquiry. So here inquiry label. Okay, here I have to create label tk dot label, and I have to create it inside our option frame. Okay, I can copy all these values from here. Okay, and then I will paste them right here. Okay, so now this is our label, and here I have to provide option that this is balance inquiry. Okay, balance inquiry. Okay, so this is balance inquiry option, and here this is our background color. Okay, and background color is same as background color of our option frame, and every other thing will remain same. And next, okay, I have to define its row number, or I have to set its layout. So inquiry label. Okay, inquiry label dot grid, and here I have to use row number. Now I have to create it in our third row and first column of third row, and pad x I will assign value 20, and for pad y I will assign value 30. Okay, 30. So this is our label. Okay, that carries uh, text value balance inquiry, and now we have to create a button in the front of this option. Okay, so this is our inquiry button, and here I have to create this button, and this is also part of Tkinter, so I have to access it by using Tk. Okay, so this is button Tk button, and we have to create it in our option frame, and I have to set text for this button that check, enter, OK, or press. You can use any text. So here I will use press or enter. Okay, enter. Okay, so this is our text. I have to set its width. I will use 10 value, and then or I can use 8. Okay, so this is 8, and I have to set its border size. I will use 2, and then I have to choose border style by using relief property. Now I will choose style. Here I will use raised. Okay, so this is a raised button should raised, and now I have to use font property, and I have to pass values in tuple. First is font family, and then I will set 15 size, and I will set it bold. Okay, so this is button, and now I have to set its layout also. So here I will use inquiry button, and then I will use grid. Okay, and I will use row property, and I have to create it in our third row but in second column. Okay, and then pad x should 10 and pad y should 30. Okay, now I want to show you this. I will save it, and then I will execute it to show you output. So now this is our button. Okay, but I am facing a problem. Problem is that now this is our first column, and because of this long string or long label, our first column is occupying more space or large space. Okay, so now our first column starts from here and ends here. Okay, so now because of this large length of first column, so this input field is sum out of the frame. Okay, so we can decrease the size of this frame or input field. For example, we can set here 17. Okay, or I can change text size. Okay, to adjust it. Okay, so I should change its size. Okay, so I will close this, and also I will close this, and here I should increase button size. So where is our button? So this is button. I will set here 10. Okay, I will assign with 10, sorry, not 19, 10. And now here this is our label, and here this is 15. So I can change it. I can set 12. I will save it, and then I will execute it. Now I will see what will happen. Now it is perfect. Okay, its size is somehow small, but everything is it in the proper space or place. Okay, so this is enter button, inquiry balance, and then I will click this enter button. Now here I have to provide one more option. Okay, I will close this, and now I can copy all this code. Okay, or it can be difficult to understand for you, so I will type new. Okay, so this was inquiry label. Now I have to set transaction. Okay, so this is trans. Okay, label. Okay, trans label, and here I have to create label tk dot label. Okay, so I will copy all these values from here. Okay, I will copy from here, and then I will paste them here. Okay, so only I have to change its text value. So this was balance inquiry. Now I have to type that transaction. Okay, transaction, transaction. Okay, and then I have to set its layout. So this is trans label. Okay, and here I have to create tk, sorry, dot grid. Okay, and now I have to create it in row number fourth. Okay, and column number 1, and pad x should 20 and pad y should 30. Okay, so now I will copy this whole button from here. Okay, I will copy this, and then I will paste this here. Okay, I will paste it. Now I will change the name. That was inquiry button. This is transaction button. Okay, trans button, and this is also trans button. Okay, So now this is transaction button, and I have to create it in fourth row. Okay, and other things will remain same. Now this is second option with a button, and I have to create third option, that is withdraw. Okay, or I can set withdraw here. Okay, I will change it. It should for fifth row. Okay, it should also fifth row. Now I will create withdraw in second. Okay, in second option or as a second option. So here I will use, this was transaction label, so this should withdraw. Okay, wd label, and here I will create tk dot label. Okay, and now I will copy all this code from here. I will copy all these properties along with their values, and then I will paste them here. Okay, now I have to change text value. Okay, so this is for withdraw cash. Okay, cash withdraw. Okay, withdraw, and now I have to change its position. I have to set its position. wd label dot grid. Okay, and here I will use row number. So row number should third, column should first, and padding for this label 20, and padding sorry, vertical padding 30. Okay, so now I will copy this button from here. Okay, I will copy this, and then I will paste this here. Okay, so now this is our withdraw button. Okay, withdraw. So here I will use WD button, and this is also, sorry, this should also WD button. Okay, now this is withdraw button. So I have created these options with their buttons. I will save it, and then I will execute it to show you output. Now here I am missing button, so I can see that what is the problem. I will close this and also this. Okay, sorry, here I have to change row number. Now I will save and then execute, and now this is output. Okay, so here I have to enter our ATM card, then password, and then here I can click this entry button, and sorry, this button to check balance. Okay, for cash withdraw I will click this enter button, and for transaction I will click this enter button. Okay, so these are some options. Okay, and now I have to work in this second frame. So here first I have to set a title, that this is account information, and then here I have to create a table that will contain information about any specific uh, account. Okay, so now I have to work in this detail frame. I will close this and this. Okay, so next I have to work in detail frame. So here first I have to create a label. Okay, so here I will set label. So label, only label, tk dot label. Okay, I have to create it in detail frame. Okay, and now uh, I have to set text for label, and now I can set text account detail. Okay, account details. Okay, details. So this is our title. Now I can change its background color, or I can set only border size. BD property, and I will choose border 2 or 3, and then I will use font family. Okay, and here I will use tuple. Okay, I will use Arial, and I will set 30 for size, and I will set it bold. Okay, bold, and I will choose background color, and I will choose same background color, that is background color of our detail frame. I will copy, and then I will paste here. Okay, so now this is our background color. Okay, so now I have to set its specific site. I want to create it in the top. Okay, so here I have to use pack method label. Okay, label dot pack. Here I have to pack, so I have to use side property, and I have to set it in the top. Okay, so top, and then I will use fill property, and I have to fill it in x axis. Okay, now I will save it, and then I will execute it to show you output. Now this is our account details, but border is missing. I think I am using the same background color, so that's why our border is missing. Okay, so I will close this. If you want to change color, for example, I want to change color, so here I have defined border. I will change background color, so here I will use 230. Okay, and here I will use 155. Okay, 155, and now I will save, and then I will execute, and now you can see still background color is matching. Okay, so I will make a big difference. For example, I will increase green. Okay, and I will set it to 20 or to 10. So here I will save it, and now I will execute, and now you can see this is a different color. Okay, so this is some different color. Okay, so now we have to create one frame here that will carry our table. Okay, so this is our title. Now I have to create one more frame inside this detail frame, and then I will create scroll bars and table. I will close this and also this. So now first I will define another function that will carry this new frame and table and scroll bars. Okay, so I will define a function by using def keyword, and here I will use any name. So that will contain table. So I can use name tab function. Okay, or table function. So here I will use self as a parameter, and then next I have to create frame first. So this should tab frame, I mean table frame. Okay, because it will carry a table. So now I have to create this frame inside our detail frame. Okay, so here tk dot frame, this is widget, and I have to create it inside our detail frame. Okay, detail frame. But here this is an error because we are trying to use this detail frame inside this function, but this is local, so we cannot use this local in any other function. Okay, if we have to use it inside function, then we have to make it global. Okay, so I will select it, this detail frame, and then I will press Control plus Shift plus L. Now all detail frames are selected. Now I have to add self dot with it, and now this is global, and our error is also removed. Okay, so next here I will use border size. Okay, and I will set border 4, and then here I have to set its border style. I will choose Tkin. Okay, and now I can choose background color by using bg property, and I will use C on. Now I am using a static color. Okay, so next here I have to set its position by using place method. So here I will use tab frame. Okay, dot, so place method will be called. Okay, and now I have to define its width. Okay, now I have to take care that I have to create it inside our detail frame, so its width should less than width of our detail frame. Okay, so here I will set here width of our detail frame, that is I can copy it from here, or I can type here self dot width. Okay, divided by 2. Now this is width of our detail frame, and now I have to decrease some pixels from this width. Okay, because we have to create it inside this detail frame, so I should create this frame with lesser width. Okay, so here I will decrease only 40 from this size. Okay, and then here I have to use width, sorry, height. Okay, width is already used. Now I have to use height, so I have to get height of this detail frame, that is self dot height minus 180. So this is total height of this frame, but we have to decrease some values for this tab frame. Okay, so here I will use 270 or 60. Okay, 270. Okay, so here I have to set padding. So here I will use X property, and now I will assign 18 value. You can use 20. Okay, so I am using 18 because it also contains border. Okay, so that's why I am using 18. Okay, and now here I have to use Y. Okay, so now I can use value 70. Okay, so now I want to show this. I will save and then I will execute it. Okay, so here our frame is not appeared. Sorry, we have to call the function, so then we can see our frame. So I will call this function here. Okay, then we will able to show our frame. Okay, so self dot tab function. Okay, now I will save this and then I will execute. So now you can see this is our frame. Okay, this is a perfect frame. If I decrease one value from here, then it will more perfect. Okay, so I can set value 17 instead of 18. Okay, so other things are fine. So now I have to decrease this one value for this padding, and then I have to create scroll bars, one for bottom and one for right side. Okay, I will close this and also this. Okay, so now I will set here 17. Where is our frame? Okay, so here this is function. Okay, sorry, this is width and 18. Here I have to use 70. Okay, so next I have to create scroll bars. So first I will create scroll bar for bottom, that will be created in X axis. So this is X scroll bar. You can use any other name. So I have to access scroll bar from Tkinter. So this is scroll bar. I have to create it in our tab frame. Okay, and next I have to set its orient. Okay, so this is orient, so I have to use horizontal. I mean I have to create it in x-axis or horizontally. Okay, so this is our tab frame, oh, sorry, scroll bar. Okay, and then here I have to set its position. Okay, x scroll dot pack. I have to set its side. So I will use side property and I will choose bottom. Okay, I have to create it in the bottom of our frame, and then I will choose fill property and I will assign value x. I have to create it in x axis. Okay, now I have to create another scroll bar. Okay, for right side. So here this is y scroll tk dot scroll bar. Okay, I have to create it in tab frame and I will use orient property and I will assign vertical. Okay, next I have to set its position or side. So y scroll. Okay, and then dot pack and I will choose side property, and then I have to create it in the right side. Okay, and I have to fill it in y axis. Okay, so I will assign value y. So I will save it and then I will execute it. Okay, so now you can see this is our scroll bar for bottom and this is scroll bar for right side. Okay, so it will move our rows and it will move our columns. Okay, so I will close this. Now I have to create a table. So I will close it and it. Okay, so next I have to create a table. So I will choose the name of this object table, self dot table. I am declaring it globally. Okay, table, and then here I have to access this from ttk. Okay, ttk, but this is an error because we have to import this ttk. Okay, so from tk enter. Okay, Tkinter, I have to import ttk. Okay, now I can use this ttk here. Okay, so ttk dot, so name of widget is tree that is called table. Okay, but its uh, exact name is tree. So I have to create it in our tab frame. Okay, a tab frame, and then I have to set these scroll bars with this table. Okay, so here I will use x scroll command. Okay, and here I will choose x scroll. Okay, dot set. I have to set it. I mean it will be set according to size of this uh, frame, sorry, table. Okay, or width of our columns. Okay, so here I will use bar scroll. Okay, sorry, here I have not to use parentheses, only set. Okay, and here bar scroll command. Okay, bar scroll command, and here I will use bar scroll dot set. Okay, dot set, and now I will use comma and I will go to next line. Okay, so here I have to define its columns. Okay, I will choose column property, and now I have to assign more than one columns. So here I am using here tuple. So first column is account. Okay, AC. Second is ATM. Okay, and third should our uh, password. Okay, password, or I think I do not need to show password. Okay, so I will remove password, and here I will create balance. Okay, balance. So or only bal. Okay, so this is account, ATM, and balance. Okay, now these are only three columns that will be created in our this preview widget or table. Okay, so I will go to next. Now I have to set its position also. So here I will use self dot table. Okay, and then I have to use pack method to set its position. So here I will use fill property, and I will fill it in the both sides, and then I will use expand property, and I will assign value 1. Now I want to show you output. I will save it, and then I will execute. Okay, so here you can see our table is created. Okay, so now we have set this scroll bar, so its size is according to number of our columns. Okay, so now this is our scroll bar that is set with this table, and these are our columns, but you are not able to see here any heading, because still we have to add heading here. Okay, so we will create heading for these. Okay, I will close this, and also I will close this. Okay, so now I have to set headings. Here I have to use heading method. So self dot table. Okay, dot heading. Okay, and here for first column name is AC. Okay, and here I have to use text property, and then I will assign value that account number. Okay, account number, or I can use underscore account number. Here I can show ATM number, and I think I do not need to show ATM number, so I think I should remove this from here. Okay, so instead of this number, ATM number, you can use name or person. Okay, or name of user. You can use username. Okay, so I am using only ATM, sorry, account number and balance. Okay, so also I can add name. Okay, so here I use name. Okay, I will use name. Okay, so this is name. So account number. Okay, and okay, I will remove this comma from here, and I will go next. Sorry, I will remove this. Okay, here I will go to next, and self dot table dot heading, and then here I have to choose name. Okay, and here I will use text property. Okay, but I have not created any column for name in our database. So how can we insert name here? So I should remove name from here. I can use only balance and account number, but you can add name. Okay, I will remove it because I have not created any column with a name. Okay, in our database. Okay, so here I will remove name. Here I will use bal. Okay, and here I will use text property. Okay, and here I will use balance. Okay, balance. Now these are only two columns. Okay, in our tree view widget. So next I have to uh, save it and then I will execute. Okay, I will execute. So now this is our scroll bar and these are our headings. This is account number 1 and this is this is account number, this is balance, and this is our empty column. Why is this empty column? We can hide it. So I will hide it first. Okay, I will hide it. How can I hide it? I will use self. Okay, self dot table and then square brackets and show. Now I have to show only headings. Okay, headings. Now I will save it and then I will execute it to show you output. So now here you can see our empty column is removed from here. Okay, and also our scroll bar is removed because there is no need for a scroll bar because it is adjusted in the same screen. Okay, if I increase number of column, then here you will able to show this scroll bar. Okay, so this is very minimal information. I think it is better to use name of user here. Okay, so I can add name. I will minimize it. I will go back in our workbench. Okay, now first I will drop our previous table. Okay, so here I will use query drop table and then I will use name of table, that is ATM. Okay, I will use here semicolon. Okay, now our error is removed. I will select this and then I will execute. Okay, now table is successfully dropped. I will remove this query from here and now I have to add one more column here. Okay, account number, and here I will use name. Okay, name. Now this is new column and I have to define type varchar and I have to set size. I will set 15. This is size of our name column. Now I am using a name column. Okay, so here I have to use column name here, that is name. Okay, and here this is second one. So here I will use name. Okay, but first I will change value from here. This is 1 2 3 and till 7. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and this is also 1 2 3 4. Okay, 1 2 3 and 4. This is for first one. Okay, and this is 1 2 3 4. Okay, 1 2 3 4, and this is 40,000. Okay, and here I have to add name. Okay, so name is a string type, so here I have to use here commas. Okay, and here inside the comma I will insert name. Okay, so name is uh, Samit. Okay, Samit. So this is name. Okay, Samit, and now I will first I have to create this table. I will select this. Now I will create this table once again. My table is created successfully. Now I have to insert this value. Okay, or this first row whose account number is 1234567, name is Samet, and ATM card number is 00012334, and password is 1234, and our amount or balance is 40,000. Now I will insert this inside our ATM table. Okay, so this is successfully inserted. Now I will change values. Now this should 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, and also I will remove from here and then I will add 5 here. Okay, 5. Okay, and next here I have to remove one also from here, and then I will add 5 here, and I will change amount. Now this is 30,000. Okay, so I have to insert this, so I will select this query, and then I will execute it. Now one row is added. Okay, and now I will sorry, now name is same. Okay, now for third I will change the name. Okay, so here I will use 329. Okay, and here this is 326. Okay, and also this is from 3 to 6. You can add any value according to your requirement, and here I will add 10,000. Okay, so here I will change name. Now I will use David. Okay, now this person is David. Previous two person are with same name, that is Samit. Okay, now I will select this. Okay, and then I will execute this. Now it is also inserted successfully. So here I can add column for name. Okay, so now here I can add column for name. So here I will use name. Okay, and then I will use comma here. Okay, and now I can add here self dot table. Okay, dot heading, and here this is name, and I will set text for this. Okay, text should name or user. Okay, underscore name. Okay, now these are three uh, columns in our tree view. I will save it, but first I will close our previous user interface window. Now I will execute it once again, and now here you can see these are our three columns. Okay, so here if I move with this, then it is not moving. Okay, this is not moving when we are moving our scroll bar. So we have to configure this scroll bar with this table. Okay, so till it is not configured with this. Okay, so I have to configure it. I will close this, and now I will close this also. So here I have to configure these scroll bars. First is x scroll dot configure. Okay, and here I have to use command property. Okay, so this is our command property, and here I have to use the name of table. Okay, self dot table. Okay, and then I have to show x view. Okay, so this is in x view. Okay, so when bottom uh, scroll bar will be moved, then its column will be moved. Okay, next is y scroll. Okay, dot configure, and here I have to use command property, and now self dot table, self dot table, sorry, dot table, and then dot y view. Okay, so it will move our rows. Okay, first will move our column, second will move our mm, uh, sorry, rows. Okay, I will save it, and then I will execute it. Now you can see if I move it, then our columns are also moving. Okay, but here you are not able to see scroll bar because we have no multiple rows. If we have multiple rows, then it will be appeared and it will be workable. Okay, so now I have to make functional all these buttons. Okay, this balance inquiry, cash withdraw, and transaction, I have to make them functional. Okay, I will close this, and also I will close this. Okay, so now I have to define a function. Here our work is completed. Okay, so here I have to define an other function. So I have to make functional our balance inquiry. Okay, balance or inquiry function, in query function. Okay, and I will pass self as a parameter. Okay, so now I have to get values from our input fields, and these input fields are, so here I can see input fields. Where are input fields? So this is ATM. Okay, and second is password. Okay, so here I have to uh, use these values. So first is ATM. Okay, ATM, and here I have to get value. This is our variable. Okay, we will retrieve value and then I will assign value to this local variable. Okay, so here I have to get value from our entry widget or input field. Okay, so that is self.atm. Okay, and then get method. Okay, in this way we can get value from entry widget. Okay, and then we will assign this value to this ATM variable. So in the same way we have to get password. So password, for password I will use p only, and then self dot pw. Okay, this is our input field or object of input field. Okay, that is used for password dot get. So in this way I will get password and then I will assign it to this p variable. Okay, now our this input field or entry widget is returning value in string type, but we need value in integer. Okay, so we have to convert them in uh, integer, but first I have to check a condition that if ATM is initialized and p is initialized. Okay, so our input field should inserted value. Okay, so they if they are carrying any value, then we will able to perform calculation, otherwise we will face an error. Here I will use else. Okay, and I will use tk dot message box, but first I have to import message box. Okay, so here from tkinter import message box. Okay, so I can use message box now. Message, okay, message box dot show error. Okay, it has some types. So one is error, show error. Now I have to set title, that is error, and next I have to print a string that please, okay, fill all input fields. Okay, and if all input fields are inserted or are initialized, then I have to convert these values into integer. Okay, so here I will declare an other variable ATM number. Okay, and here I will call int function and then I will pass ATM. Okay, now this ATM is carrying string type value, and now we are converting it into integer, then we are assigning it to this variable. Okay, and now I have to create one more variable with name pw for password, and I will call again int function and then I will pass p. Now it will be converted into integer. Okay, and next I have to use try block. Okay, it is very useful. I will recommend you to use try and except block. Okay, except exception as e. So now we can handle any problem and we can easily understand any problem if it is from a database or Python or Tkinter. Okay, so here I have to use tk dot message box dot show error. Okay, show error, and now I will set title error. Okay, sorry, error, and here I will use a formatting string. Okay, formatting string can carry string and variable value. So here I will use an other error. Okay, and then I have to get error from this e. Okay, e. If it catches any exception, then we will show this exception here. Okay, if everything is fine, then we will go inside this try block, and here we have to check that if this password and ATM is valid or not. Okay, we have to check. For this, I have to retrieve data from database because database contains password, ATM number, and balance and name of person and other things in it. Okay, so we have to retrieve password and ATM number from database. So to retrieve all this information, we have to connect first. Okay, so here I have to connect with database. So for this, I can define a function that will help us to connect with database. Okay, so here I will define function by using def keyword, and I will set name db function. Okay, you can use any other name, and here I have to pass self as an argument. Okay, so now I have to connect with database. So first I have to create an object. Okay, so I will use self dot connection. So this is a global object, and we can use this anywhere in other function. Okay, so self dot connection, and now I have to use py mysql. But here this is an error, because first we have to import py mysql from okay, only we have to import. Okay, import py mysql. Okay, so now you can see our error is removed, but still you have any error, then it means that you have to install extension. Okay, how can you install extension? This is extension py mysql. You will open terminal and then new terminal. Okay, and here you will execute a command pip install mysql. Okay, and then you have to click enter key, and then your extension will be installed. Okay, but I have already installed this. Only you have to execute this command line, and your py_mysql or extension will be installed. Okay, then you can use it anywhere. So here I have installed, and now you can see our error is removed. So py mysql dot connect, I have to access connect method, and here I have to pass some arguments. First is host, and we have to assign the name of our host, and by default our host is local host. Okay, then user, so our user is root. Okay, by default user is root, and then assign password. Okay, by using password property, and you will add your own password, and then here I have to enter database name. Okay, and you will enter your database name. Okay, I have entered my database name. Okay, so now this is our statement to connect with database, and now we have to access cursor. Okay, so self dot cursor, this is object for cursor, and then self dot connection. Now this is object dot cursor, we are accessing cursor. Okay, so self dot con is our object, and now dot cursor, we are accessing cursor, and now this is object for our cursor. Okay, so now this function is completed, and only we have to call this function here inside our try block. So here I will call this function self dot database function. Okay, and next I have to execute one query self dot connection, sorry, cursor. Okay, dot execute. So I have accessed this method or function to execute our query. And what is our query? Select. Okay, select password. This is our column for password from ATM table. Okay, ATM is our table name. So select password from ATM where ATM number is equal, and here we have to pass a placeholder. Okay, this is a placeholder that will be replaced with the actual value that exists in our ATM number variable. Okay, this is ATM number variable. Okay, and we are replacing this placeholder with this actual ATM number. Okay, so query is select password. So in fact we will retrieve information about password from our ATM table. Okay, and next I have to fetch this row or information in our local variable. Okay, so here I will define a variable with any name, for example row or password. Okay, okay, password. Okay, and here I will use self dot cursor dot fetch one. Okay, fetch one, so it will fetch only one information or single information of a column, that is password. Okay, where ATM number is user entered ATM number. Okay, so next I have to check condition. Okay, now we are again in condition state. Okay, so here we have to test that if, okay, if password exists, it means that our this method is returning any value, then our ATM number is correct, and it is uh, returning us a value that is in fact password. Okay, if password, then our this function is uh, returning us a value. Okay, if it is returning, then good, otherwise we will set a error where here. Okay, here I have to use else. Okay, else, now here I have to print message that our ATM number is incorrect, because if ATM number is incorrect, then it will not return any value to this password variable. Okay, so here I will go next. Okay, here I will use tk dot message box dot show error, sorry, show error. Okay, and then I have to set title error. Okay, and then I have to print a string that invalid. Okay, invalid ATM number. ATM number. Okay, so if it will not return any value, then our ATM number is invalid. Okay, otherwise we will go inside this if condition, then we have to set another if condition. This is our nested if, that password, user entered password that exists in PW variable. Okay, if user entered password is equal our password in our database. Okay, password, now this password exists in our first index of this password variable. Okay, so this is first index because it is returning us only single value, so it will in first index. Okay, so I will go next, and now I have to set else. Okay, else, if password is correct, then okay, otherwise we will print error message. So here I will copy this statement from here, and then I will paste it right here. Now I will change only this ATM number, and I will type password. Okay, password, and now I will go inside this condition. If password is also correct, then we have to print all information or information about name, account number, and balance. Okay, so here we will retrieve name, account number, and balance from database. So here I will execute a query self dot cursor, and then sorry, cursor dot execute. Now I have to execute a query. What is query? Select, we have to select our account number. Okay, account number and name and balance. Okay, we will select or retrieve information from these three columns. Okay, account number, name, and balance. From, okay, here I have to use from ATM where our ATM number is equal placeholder, and we will replace this placeholder with actual ATM number. Okay, and now we will retrieve this information, and then we will print this information in our table that exists in our detail frame. Okay, so here I will use this is ATM number. Okay, so we have to fetch this in our local variable. So I will declare variable with name data, and I will fetch this information. Okay, self dot cursor dot fetch one. It will return us only one row. Okay, and then here this was fetched. Now I have to insert into our table or tree view widget. So here I have to call the function that contains our tree view or table. Self dot tab function. Okay, sorry, tab function, and now we will access our table self dot table. Okay, so first we have to delete previous information in our table. Okay, dot delete. We will call delete method, and we have to delete all information self. We have to delete all information in our preview. Okay, self dot table, and name of that review was table. Okay, and dot get. Now we have to get all the children. Okay, get children, and then we will delete all information, and then we have to insert new information in that review. Okay, self dot table dot insert. Okay, now we have to insert first empty column or empty line. Okay, and then I have to get previous information tk by using tk and. Okay, if previous information exists, then it will set us in the last of that value. Then we will insert our new values. Okay, so here I have to use values property, and then I will assign here data. Okay, data, this is the variable. Sorry, this is in fact list, not variable. Okay, because it is containing more than one information in indexes. Okay, so here this is data list. Okay, so we have inserted all indexes of this data list in this table by using insert method. Okay, so now I have to close the connection. So cell dot connection dot close. This is closing connection with database. Okay, it is our responsibility to close it. So I have saved it, and now I will execute it to show you output. Okay, so here first I will enter ATM number. So our ATM number is 000123 4. Okay, 4, and here I will enter password. Okay, 1234. No, this is our correct ATM number and correct password. But here I will enter invalid password. Sorry, ATM number. Okay, so let us see that what will happen. But sorry, we have to call this function when our button will be clicked. Okay, so first we have to call this function. Function name is inquiry function, and we have to call this in our inquiry button. So search inquiry button. Okay, so this is our inquiry button, and here I have to use this command property, and then I will use here or assign this value self dot inquiry function. Okay, so now this is our command property, and we are calling our inquiry function. So I will save it, and I will close this previous output, and then I will execute it once again. Okay, now I will enter here our ATM number 000123 and 5. This is incorrect. Okay, and then I will enter password, correct password. Okay, 123 and 4. Now I will click enter key, and this is invalid ATM number because ATM number is 123 and 4, and we have entered 5 instead of 4. Okay, but password is correct. Now I will enter correct ATM number but incorrect password. Okay, I will click OK, and here I will set 1234, and here I will enter invalid password. So I will click enter key. Now this is invalid password. Okay, your password is invalid. I will click OK, and now I will enter valid password, and I will click enter key, and now you can see this is information about balance. Okay, so account number is 1234567, and username is Samit, and balance is 40,000. Okay, so our inquiry function is working fine. Now I can change ATM number. Okay, so this is 2345, and this is password 2345. Okay, or 6. I can even add 3 4 5 6, and password 3 4 5 and 6. Okay, I will click enter key, and now this is our last account number 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. This is account number. Username is David, and his balance is 10,000. Okay, so now I have to make functional these two buttons, cash withdraw and transaction. So I will close this and also this. Okay, so now I have to define another function. Okay, so here I will define a function after database function. You can define anywhere, and here this is our function withdraw. Okay, WD function, and I will pass self as an argument. I will go inside this. Okay, so now I have to get all this information like ATM number and password. Then we have to check condition that if our ATM number is initialized or not and password is initialized or not. Then we have to convert them into our uh, integer type value. Okay, so I will copy all this process from here including our try block. Okay, I will copy this and then I will paste this right here. Okay, I will paste this here. Now we are getting ATM number and password, then we are converting them into integer, and then we are using try block, and here I have to use accept block. So here I will copy this accept block from here. Okay, and then I will paste it here. Okay, sorry, here, and then I will paste it. Okay, so now it will print error message if we have any problem. Okay, otherwise we will go inside it and we have to uh, withdraw the cash. So here we have to, okay, in fact we have to make some changes. Okay, so here we have to create one more input field, and we will get uh, information about balance. Okay, that how much money user want to withdraw. Okay, so here we have to create one more frame, and that will appear when our withdraw button will be clicked. Okay, so here but sorry, here I am missing else for this if. Okay, if ATM and password is correct or initialized, then we will go inside this if condition. Otherwise we have to print error message that fill all input fields. Okay, so here I will use else, and I will go to next line, and here I will copy all this statement. Okay, and then I will paste it. Okay, I will copy this and then I will paste this here. Okay, so if any input field is empty, then it will print message that please fill all input fields. Okay, so now when this button will be clicked, then we have to check that password and ATM is initialized or not. If this is initialized, then we have to create one more frame where user will enter his information about money, okay, or amount. So here I will define another function for this. Okay, define frame function. Okay, frame function, and I will pass self as a parameter, and here I will create a frame. Okay, so this is amount frame. Okay, or if amount frame. Okay, amount frame, and here I will create frame tk dot frame. Okay, and I will create this frame inside our root window. Okay, self dot root, and here I will set its border by using bd property, and here I will use 4, and then here I will use sorry, bd property, and here I will use relief property to set style. I will use redich. Okay, and then I will set a background color. Okay, so here I will use bg property, and I will call function self dot color. Okay, color, and here I can pass any value. For example, I will increase green, but I will decrease red and blue. Okay, so 150 for red, 240 for green, and 220 for blue. Okay, or 200. Okay, now this is fine. And next I have to set its position. Okay, mount frame dot place. Okay, and then I have to define its width. Okay, so I will set width self dot width. This is the variable that contains total width. I will divide it by 3. Okay, and then I will set its height. Okay, height, and I will set height 300 only. Okay, and then, or I can even set 200, okay, or 250. You can set it according to your requirement. This is height, and now I have to set padding for x-axis. So now I have to enter here uh, padding self, okay, dot width, okay, divided by 3 plus 140, okay, 140 or 120, okay, 120 is enough, okay, and then I have to set its vertical padding. I will set 100, okay. So now it will be created, and then I have to create some input, sorry, widget inside this frame, okay. So first I have to set a label, okay, label, and here I can create label tk dot label, and I have to create this label inside our amount frame, okay, amount frame, and then here I have to use text property, and I will assign value enter amount, okay, or only amount, and then here I have to set its background color by using bg property, and I will copy this value from here, and then I will paste it here, okay. Sorry, what happened? Control Z, I have to copy, Control Z, yes, I have to copy, not I have to cut it, okay. Then I will paste it here, okay. So now background color is same, and next I have to use font property, and here I will use Arial font family, and then 15, and then bold, okay. And next I have to set its layout. So here I will use label dot grid, and here I have to create it in first row and column, first column, pad x, pad x I will enter value 20, and for pad y I will enter value 30, okay. So this is enough. Now I have to create input field in the front of this label, okay. So this is amount, okay, self dot amount in, or withdraw cash, or wd in, okay, withdraw cash in, and here I will use sorry, here tk dot entry widget, okay. I will access entry widget from Tkinter, and I have to create it inside our amount frame, and then here I have to set its width. I will set 20, okay, and then I will use font family, and here I will pass font family Arial, and sorry, Arial, and here I will set it 15, and I will not set it bold, okay. So this is information, sorry, properties, width and font, okay. And I can also set border by using bd property, and I will use two size only, okay. I will go next, and here I will use self, okay, self dot wd in, okay, wd in. So here I have to, sorry, dot grid, okay, and I have to create it in our first row, but in our second column, okay. I have to set pad x 10 and pad y 30, okay. So this frame will be created. Now I have to create one button only, okay. So here I will create a button. So here I can add any name for button. So this is our WD button. Okay, button, and here I have to create button tk dot button, and this button will be created in our uh, amount frame. Okay, amount frame, and I will set text by using text property. Okay, text, and I will assign value OK button. Okay, or enter, and here I have to set font family, okay, or even I can set border size. I will set 2 or 3, okay, and then by using relief property I will set style. I will choose erased, okay, and next I have to choose font styles, and by using font property, and here I will choose font family Arial and set size 20, okay, and then I will set them bold, and here I will set size, okay, sorry, size of button or width of button by using width property, and I will set 20. Okay, I will go next, and here I will use WD button. Okay, WD button, and here I will use a dot grid. Okay, dot grid, and here I have to create it in our second row. Okay, and first column of second row, and I will set padding, pad X 20 or 30. Okay, and pad Y 40, and then here I have to set uh, column span. I have to merge two columns for this button. Okay, two columns. Now this is created. I have to call when our this, where is our function, inquiry function, withdraw function. Okay, when our withdraw function will be called. Okay, then it will be called also. Okay, so here I will call this outside this try block. Okay, here I will use self dot frame function. Okay, frame function, and here I have to get amount from it. Okay, so here I will use uh, name. Okay, but I have to convert it into integer. Okay, so first I will declare a variable with name amount. Okay, amount, and then here I have to call integer function. Okay, and then I will call this function from here. What is name? WD in. Okay, WD in self dot WD in. Okay, WD in dot get. Okay, so in this way we will get information about amount, and then we will convert it into integer, and then we will assign to amount. Okay, so I will go next, and here I have to connect with database. So here I will call self dot database function, and here I will execute a query. Okay, self dot cursor. Okay, and here sorry, dot execute. This is execute method that is used to execute our query. So here I have to use select. Okay, select. So here I have to select our password, and first, but first password only. Okay, select password from ATM table where ATM number, okay, ATM number is equal placeholder, okay, placeholder, and we will replace it with actual value, that is amount number, ATM number, sorry, ATM number. Okay, so we have to select this password. If it will return us any value, then it is fine, otherwise we will print errors. Okay, so here we have to fetch it in our local variable, that is password. Okay, password, and here I have to fetch retrieve this password, and then we will assign this to this variable. Okay, self dot cursor dot fetch 1. Okay, fetch 1, and now I have to set condition that if password is initialized. Okay, password is initialized, then okay, otherwise we will print message by using else. Okay, here I have to use else, and here I will print message that ATM number is invalid. Okay, here I will print message, so I can copy this from here, invalid ATM number. Okay, I will copy this, and then I will paste this here. Where is our, sorry, here. Okay, so here I will paste it. Okay, it will print message that this is invalid ATM number. Okay, and then we will go inside this function. If password is initialized, then we have to check that this password is equal to user entered password. Here this PW contains user entered password, and if it's equal password, and that is in first index of this password. Okay, password list. Okay, first index. Otherwise we will print error message. So here I will print else, and here I will copy. Okay, this was copied and I will paste it. Now I will change. This is our invalid ATM number. Okay, sorry, password. Password. So this is for invalid password. Is everything is fine. Then here we have to check another condition. This is also nested condition. That if, okay, this is again if condition. Okay, password is equal password first index. Okay, so if pass sorry, not password, amount. Okay, but first I have to execute query. Okay, here I will execute a query inside this if condition. Okay, here I will execute query self dot cursor. Okay, dot execute, and now I have to select amount. Okay, where is amount? Amount exists in our balance column of our ATM table. Okay, so here I will select. Okay, we have to select balance from, okay, ATM table, where ATM number is equal to placeholder. Okay, and then we will replace this with ATM number, that is actual. Okay, ATM number, this is ATM number. Okay, and now we have to check, we have to get this balance in a variable. Okay, so balance, and here I will set self dot cursor dot fetch one. Okay, fetch one, it will fetch one value. And next I have to check that if our user entered balance or amount is equal to or less than this available balance, then okay, otherwise we will print message that your uh, amount is insufficient, or you have insufficient balance in your account. Okay, so here I will use if condition, that if, okay, user entered amount is less than or equal to uh, amount in our database. Okay, that is in balance. Okay, and first index of balance, then okay, otherwise we will use again else. Okay, here I will use else, and here I will print message that you have invalid. Okay, first I will use tk dot message box dot show error. Okay, and here I will set title error, and here I will type error. Okay, and I will use formatting string that you have insufficient balance. Okay, in account, here I will print account. Okay, sorry, here I cannot print account number. Okay, because I have not selected it. Okay, so you have, or if you want to print here account number, then you can also select balance and account number, or account number and balance. Okay, here I can use account number and balance, and then here I will compare it with second index. Okay, amount is less than, because this balance, or here I can set now information, not balance. Okay, information, and now this is also information. Okay, and this is second index. As you know that balance is in our second position, so here we will use second index. Okay, so second index of information, then here we can print message that you have insufficient, okay, insufficient balance in account number in your account. Okay, and here I can print account number, and account number exists in our info and first index of info. Okay, so this message will be printed. Okay, if balance is less than or equal to available balance, then we have to update it. Okay, so here I will declare variable with name upd for update. Okay, and now I have to update this column. Okay, So first I have to minimize or subtract user entered amount from total available balance. Okay, so as you know that our available balance exists in our info list, and for second index of our info list we have to subtract amount user entered amount from it. Okay, and then we have to update our this table, ATM table. Okay, so here I will execute query self dot cursor dot execute. Okay, dot execute. Now I have to execute query update. Okay, because we have to change value. So here update, and we have to update ATM. Okay, and then we have to set which column will be set. Column balance will be set. Okay, here I will use placeholder. Okay, and this placeholder will be changed, sorry, will be replaced with value UPD. Okay, and here, sorry, here I have not to use comma here. Okay, so now here I have to this is placeholder that will be replaced with this UPD, and then here I have to use where, okay, ATM number is equal. Here I will use placeholder again, and now here I have to use place for placeholder ATM number. Okay, ATM number. So this first placeholder will be replaced with this UPD variable, and our second this placeholder will be replaced with this variable. Okay, and then we have to commit it. When we have to make changes in database, then we have to call commit function. Okay, self dot connection dot commit. So here we are making some changes, then we have called commit method, then it will be committed successfully, then we have to print message, okay, that your operation was successful. Tk dot message box, okay, message box dot show information. Okay, and here I will print message first title success. Okay, and then here I will use string that operation, okay, was successful. Okay, so operation was successful. This message will be uh, printed, and now we have to print new information in our tree view widget. Okay, for this we will execute one more query self dot cursor dot execute. Okay, sorry, here execute cell. Sorry, what is the problem? Sorry, here we have called this function self dot cursor dot execute. Okay, now we have to execute select. Okay, select. Now we have to select account number, and then name, and then sorry, not password. Here we have to print balance. Okay, from ATM table where ATM number is equal placeholder, and this placeholder will be replaced with actual value, that is ATM number. Okay, and I think here I should use comma also. Okay, so here we are selecting account number, name, and balance from ATM where ATM number is equal placeholder. Okay, so I will go next here. Okay, so here I have to fetch this data in our local variable. Okay, data, and here we have to fetch this information by using self dot cursor dot fetch one. Okay, it will return us only one row, and now we will call our tab function. Okay, self dot tab function. Okay, and now we have to delete previous information from this table. So table dot delete, and here we have to delete all information self dot table dot get children. Okay, sorry, self.table.get children. Okay, it will delete it, and now we have to insert new information self.table. Okay, dot insert, and we have to insert new information like this tk. Okay, tk dot end. Okay, after and we will insert new values that exist in our data variable. Okay, sorry, data list. Okay, so then we will close our connection. So self dot connection dot close. Okay, so when operation is successful, then we have to destroy our frame, that is our this frame, amount frame. Okay, this amount frame we have to destroy it. So here I will define a function to destroy this frame. Okay, so I will call this function. Okay, destroy frame, def destroy frame, and here I will pass self as an argument, and here so it will uh, delete or destroy frame, but here it should global. Okay, so I will select it, then I will press control plus shift plus L, and then I will add self dot with it. Okay, now I can use it inside this function. Okay, self dot amount frame dot destroy. Okay, destroy. Now I have to call this function here. Okay, where is our information? Okay, commit. Okay, so here our sorry, this frame should destroy self dot frame destroy frame. Okay, destroy frame function. So this will destroy the frame. Okay, and if we have error, then also it should destroy. Okay, so here we will call this destroy frame self dot destroy frame. Okay, sorry, self dot destroy frame. Okay, I will copy this. Sorry, I will copy this from here, and then I will paste it everywhere. Okay, here and also here. Okay, okay, so it was called here before our try block. Okay, it was called before our try block. So here I have to destroy it, and also here I have to destroy it. Okay, so here inside this if condition I have to call this, and also here I have to call this. Okay, so now I have to call this wd function when our withdraw button will be called, clicked. Okay, so here wd function I have to call it here. Where is our withdraw? Here. Okay, I have to use command property, and then I will use self dot wd function. Okay, so now I will save it, and then I will execute it. Okay, but sorry, I have not to call it here. I have to call our this frame function here, and sorry, this is the problem. Okay, I have to call here our frame function. Okay, self dot frame function. Okay, and we have to call wd function when our OK button in our frame function will be clicked. Okay, where is our frame function? And here this is our enter button. Okay, here we have to use command property, and now here I have to call use wd function self dot wd function, sorry, wd function. Okay, now I will save it, and then I will execute it. Okay, so here I will enter ATM card number 0001 2 sorry 1234, and then password 1234, and now I will click enter. Okay, so now here I have to enter amount. So our available amount is 40,000. I will enter 10,000. Oh, sorry. Here I have to enter 10,000. Okay. I will click enter key. But what is a problem? Okay. So what is this problem? So I can do one thing. I will cut this function from here. Okay. Then I will paste it here. Okay. After database and before WD function. So here I will paste it. Okay. When I have pasted this frame function here, then I have to remove this function call from here. Okay. From here. Now here we are converting this value into integer and we are assigning it to amount variable. Okay. So now we have converted it, and then every and all the other process will remain same. Okay. Now this is enough. And also here we are dealing with this amount. Okay. And we are updating it. Okay. Now everything is fine. And then when our this message box about our operation was successful is executed, then here we are trying to print our data account number balance from ATM where, sorry, here I am facing this syntax error. Okay. Where this ATM number is equal ATM, sorry, placeholder, and placeholder was replaced with ATM number. Now I think everything is fine. I will save it and then I will execute it. Okay, now let us see what will happen. I will enter ATM number 000123 4 and password 1234, and now I will click enter key, and here I have to enter amount. I will enter amount 5,000 and I will click enter key. So operation was successful. Now I will click OK, and here you can see this is updated balance. I will click again enter key, and now I will again withdraw 5,000 rupees, and then I will click enter key. This operation is again successful, and now our balance is 20,000. Okay. And now what will happen if I try to enter some higher amount that is or then saved or available balance in our database? Okay. So here I will change this ATM card number 3, 4, 5 and 6, and this is also 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay. Now I will click enter key where cash withdraw. Okay. And here I have to enter 20,000, and we have only 10,000 balance for this ATM number. Okay. And I will click OK or enter. Now you have insufficient balance in your account number 3456789. Okay. I will click OK. So this is our previous information, and now I will click this enter button again, and now I will enter 5,000 only. Okay. And I will click enter key. No operation was successful, and I will click OK, and now balance is 5,000. Okay. Now this is working fine, and now we have to make functional this transaction. Okay. So I will close this, and also I will close this. Okay. So now here I have to create one more function after this restore frame. Okay. Here, so here I have to define a frame, sorry, function by using def keyword, and this is transaction. First we have to create a frame for transaction. Okay. So previous was for withdraw. Now we have to create frame for transaction. So here trans frame. Okay. And here I will pass self as a parameter, and I will go next. Now first I will copy all this from here. Okay. From this frame I will copy this, and then I will paste this right here in transaction frame. Okay. And now here I will change the name of frame. Okay. So this should our transaction frame trans frame. Okay. Trans frame. this is also our trans frame. Okay, so I will change the name trans frame, and this is also our trans frame. Okay, I will change it also trans frame. Okay, and now here I have to change in the last, or sorry, second last. Okay, trans frame, and also here. Okay, now this is also trans frame. Okay, so now this is our transaction frame. Okay, which contains this amount, and then we have to get information about uh, second user. Okay, where you have to transfer your amount. Okay, so here I will get information about that user. Okay, so here I will get first I have to set label. So this is label only. Okay, now this should our amount label. Okay, amount label, and this is okay, amount label also, amount label, and here I will change it. This is withdraw in. Okay, now transaction in, trans in, and this is also transaction in. Okay, trans in, you can give any name according to your desire. Okay, so now this is transaction in. I will go next, and I will create two or three more widgets. Okay, like this. So this was amount label. Now you have to uh, get information about next user. Okay, so here I have to create user 2. Okay, user 2 label, and here I will set, sorry, user 2 label. Here I will get uh, only account number. Okay, so here I will use a tk dot label. Okay, and here I will have to create it in our transaction frame. Okay, transaction frame, self dot, sorry, self dot transaction frame. Okay, and then I have to set text. Okay, and here I have to get account number. Okay, account number, and now I have to set background color by using bg property. Background color will remain same. I will copy this from here. Okay, and then I will paste it here. Okay, so this is background color, and now font family I can also copy this from here. Okay, and then I will paste it too. Okay, so here I will paste it after a comma. Okay, so now this is our font size and font style, background color, and text. Okay, so next I have to set another input field, but first I have to set its position, user to label, and here I have to use grid layout. Okay, and now I have to define row number. Row number is first, sorry, no, row number is second. Okay, column number is first, and then I have to use pad x. Okay, pad x is 20, and pad y is 30. Okay, pad y is 30, and next I have to create input field. Okay, so user, sorry, self dot user 2 in. Okay, user 2 in, and then here I have to create tk dot entry widget, and now I have to copy all this from here. Okay, and then I will paste it here. So now this is fine. I will go next, and now I have to set its position, self dot user to in dot grid. Okay, then I have to define row number, that should 1, and column number should second, and then okay, this is second row, second column, and now here I have to use pad x 20 and pad y 30. Okay, sorry, pad x should 10. Okay, so now this is fine. This is second input field. Now I have to change position of this button. I have to create it in our third row. Okay, transaction button, enter. I will remove this function call from here. Okay, so this is our button, and this button is our transaction button, trans button, and this is also trans button. Okay, so this is our transaction button. Okay, it is fine. Now this was account, amount, and account number. Okay, this is fine, and I have to create one more function. Okay, transaction function with name transaction function. So here I will define function trans function. Previous was trans frame. Now this is transaction function. So here I will get all information. Okay, so here first I have to get amount from user. Okay, so that is that process is here. Okay, I can copy all this from here. Okay, all this from here. Now I will paste it right here in transaction frame. Okay, so here we are getting ATM number. Okay, password. Then here we are uh, checking that if these input fields are initialized or not, then we are converting them into integer. Okay, so next here I have to change name of this is amount and this widget. Okay, now this is transaction in. Okay, transaction in. So here you can see this is our transaction in. Okay, so this is the amount that will be transferred to new account. Okay, so here we have to get new account number. Okay, so this is here I can get. Okay, here I can get account number, or even inside this if condition I can get this account number. Okay, so here user2 user2, and here I can convert it into integer because our account number is integer type. Okay, so now here this is user2. Here you can see user2 in. So here I will use cell dot user2 in dot get. Okay, then we are converting it into integer and we are assigning it to this variable. Okay, so next. Okay, so next here I have to use try block. Okay, try and exception block. So here I have to use accept. Okay, accept exception as e. Okay, and here I will copy this code from here. Okay, that is for this. I will copy this from here and then I will paste it right here. Okay, so I will paste it here, and now in the next line I have to set else. Okay, for this. Okay, else, sorry, else, and now I will copy this statement that please fill all input fields. I will copy this and now I will paste this here. Okay, here I will paste it. Okay, so if everything is fine and ATM and password was initialized, then we will go inside our try block, and here we have to connect database first. Okay, so cell dot database function. Okay, next I have to execute query self dot cursor dot execute. Okay, execute, and here we have to uh, select first. Okay, password. Okay, inside this we have to select password. Okay, select password from ATM where. Okay, where ATM number, okay, is equal placeholder, and here we will replace it with ATM number. Okay, and next I have to fetch this So this is in fact password, and here I have to fetch this. Okay, self dot cursor dot fetch one. Okay, we have to fetch only one row, and next. So here I have to check condition that password if password exists, then it means that our ATM number was correct. Otherwise, our ATM number is incorrect. So here I have to use else. Okay, and here I have to use that invalid ATM number. So where is this message? I will copy this from here. Okay, and now I will paste it here. Okay, here. And next I have to go inside this if condition, and here I have to use again nested if. Okay, if user entered password is equal uh, password that exists in our database. Okay, this is in our first index. Okay, if this is equal to this value, then okay, otherwise I will use again else. Okay, and here I will paste this statement, and now I will update it, and now I will enter password. Okay, invalid password. Okay, if this is also fine, then here I have to get balance from user account. Okay, so here I have to execute one more query, self dot execute. Okay, execute, sorry, self dot cursor dot execute, and then we have to select balance. Okay, select balance from ATM table, where ATM number is equal placeholder that will be replaced with ATM number. Okay, so next here I have to retrieve this in a variable. Okay, balance, and here I will get this. Okay, self dot cursor dot fetch one. Okay, and here I have to uh, check condition that if balance is greater than or equal to available balance. Okay, so now if user entered balance, that is in amount variable, okay, is greater than, sorry, is less than equal to balance and first index of balance. Okay, then here we have to update it. Okay, and we have to transfer it to new account number. Okay, so here first I have to update this. Okay, so now update, and here I have to use balance. Okay, first index of balance, and here I have to subtract user entered amount. Okay, user entered amount, and now we have to update this column. Okay, so here I will use self dot, but first here I should use else. Okay, here I will use else right here, else, and here I will set that invalid, sorry, balance is insufficient. So here I have this message. Okay, I will copy this statement from here. Okay, I will copy this. Okay, and now I will paste this here. Okay, right here, and now I will remove this account number from here. Okay, in your account is enough. So you have insufficient balance in your account. Okay, so this message will be printed, and if everything is fine, then we will update this amount or balance column. So here I have to execute query self dot cursor dot execute. Okay, and we have to update ATM. Okay, and set balance. Okay, balance column equal user sorry, placeholder, and then where Now I have to use where clause where ATM number is equal placeholder. Now I have to pass two values. So because these are more than one value, so here I have to pass them in tuple. Okay. So first is update. Okay. And second is ATM number. Okay. So now I have to commit it. So self dot connection dot commit. Okay. So now we are committing it, and then we have to update balance. Yes, balance column of second user. Okay. So our second account number is here in variable. Sorry, here user 2. Okay. So now here I have to use this. So now I have to uh, print message that operation was successful, or even okay, still I will not print message. I will update balance column, sorry, yes, balance column of second user. So here I will use self, or I can perform this process on next line. Okay. Self dot cursor dot execute. So I have called execute method. Now I have to update ATM, and then I have to set balance. Okay. And here I have to use placeholder. Okay. And then I will uh, replace it with user entered amount. Okay. Because this amount, sorry, I have to do one more thing. Okay. We have to retrieve uh, previous balance of this second user. Okay. So here first I have to execute one more query, self dot cursor dot execute. Okay. Execute, and then here I have to execute query select. Okay. Select balance from ATM where account number, because now we have account number, not ATM number. Okay. Equal placeholder, and as you know that our account number is user 2. Okay. So now we have to fetch information of this user 2. Okay. So here I will use user 2 balance. Okay. And cell dot cursor dot sorry, fetch 1. Okay. And here I have to update it. Okay. This is update 2, and here I have to use user 2, sorry, user 2 balance. Okay. Plus now we have to add amount. Okay. Amount, and here I will use this UPD 2. This is UPD 2. Okay. So user balance, this is available balance of second user. Now we are adding our new entered amount with it. Okay. So now we have calculated this value in our UPD2, and we have to uh, set or update this balance column for the second user. Okay. So here we will replace this with UPD2. Okay. And here I will exit, sorry, I have to add second part of query balance, update ATM set balance where, okay, where account number is equal placeholder, and now account number is in our user 2. Okay. User 2, now it will be updated, and now I have to commit to it. Okay. Self dot connection dot commit. Okay. So now I can print message that operation was successful. Okay. Tk dot message box dot show info. Okay. And here I have to set message success, sorry, title, and here I will print message that operation was successful. Okay. And exclamation sign. So operation was successful. Now I have to close the connection. Okay. Self, sorry, but first I have to print information of these two uh, users. Okay, first is our, or I think I should update information of our user one. Okay, who is transferring this amount. Okay, so here we have to get this information from database again. Okay, so but first I have to destroy this frame, that is our transaction frame. Where is our transaction frame? Okay, transaction frame. Okay, this is transaction frame, we have to destroy it. Okay, here I will destroy it. Define destroy transaction. Okay, trans self is as a parameter, and here we have to destroy self dot sorry, name is transaction frame dot destroy. Okay, destroy, sorry, have I any problem? So this is destroy transaction, and this is self dot trans frame. Okay, so this is trans frame, and then dot, okay, destroy. But why destroy function is not appearing here? Okay, destroy. Okay, and then I will call this on different places. Okay, so here I can call after this message. Okay, so self dot destroy transaction. Okay, I will copy this. Okay, I will copy this, and now I will paste this right here. Okay, paste, and I will paste it right here and also here. Okay, here and here. Okay, and in the last here. Okay, so now we will destroy our this transaction frame when our operation is successful or we are facing any error. Okay, so we will destroy this, and now we have to print information in our tree view widget. Okay, so here I will use self, okay, dot cursor, okay, dot execute, and we have to execute query select. Okay, select, uh, we have to select account number. Okay, account number, and then we have to select name, and then we have to select balance. Okay, of first user, this is the first user. Okay, balance from ATM, where ATM number is equal placeholder. Okay, and it will be replaced with ATM number variable. Okay, so here we have to fetch this in a local variable. Okay, sorry, this is not label variable, this will a list. Okay, so here self dot cursor dot fetch one. Okay, fetch one, and then here I have to call our tab function. So self dot tab function. Okay, now I have to delete previous information from this tab function, sorry, this table. Self dot table dot destroy, sorry, delete. Okay, sorry, delete, and we have to delete all from this table. Okay, or preview dot get children, and then we will insert new information. Self dot table dot insert, and now we have to insert new information like this. Okay, tk dot end. Okay, and then values, and here I have to pass values that exist in data. Okay, so now this is completed, and then we have to close the connection. Self dot connection dot close. Okay, and now we have to call this function when our this enter button in transaction frame will be clicked. Okay, so here I have to use command property, and I will call self dot transaction frame, sorry, function. Okay, and now I will call this transaction frame function when our transaction button will be clicked. Okay, so here I will find my button, transaction button, and here this is our transaction label. Okay, not here. Where is our button? Transaction label. Okay, yes, this is our transaction button. Okay, here I have to call it. Okay, by using command property, and here I will call it. So name is self dot name was transaction frame. Okay, so this will be clicked. So now I will save it and then I will execute it to test. Okay, so now I will maximize it, and here I will enter my account number, sorry, ATM number. So here I will use 0001234 and password 1234, and then I will click this button that is in the front of transaction option. Okay, so here, sorry, I have not increased height of this frame. First I will increase height. Okay, I will increase height of this frame, transaction frame, and where is our height? So this is our height. I will add 3. Okay, now this is 350. I will save it once again and then I will execute it. Now I will enter password. Okay, sorry, ATM number 000123 4 and password 1234. Okay, and now I will click this enter button. Sorry, what is the problem? Okay, I will see. I will close this. Okay, I will close this also, and then, sorry, I have changed our first frame. We have to change our second frame. Okay, so here I will find this is our transaction frame. I have to change height of this frame, not our first frame. I will execute it once again, and now here I will enter 000234 5. Okay, and here 2345 is password, and now I will click enter key. Now this is our new frame, and here enter amount that will be transferred to new user. Okay, or user 2. So here I will enter amount only 2000. Okay, and here I will enter account number. So here I will enter account number 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. Okay, and I will click enter key. So you have an error in SQL syntax. Check the manual corresponding to your MySQL server version. And where is the problem? ATM where is 2 3 line 1. Okay, I have any problem in syntax. Okay, near ATM where ATM number is equal. Okay, I will click OK, and then I will close this and also close this. Okay, so now here I will find the problem. This is our transaction function. I have problem in my query. So this is first query, select password from ATM where ATM number is equal. Okay, this is fine. Select balance form. Okay, sorry, here this is the problem. This is from, not form, at ATM where ATM number is equal. Okay, update, and then here we are updating. Okay, and then select balance from ATM where account number. Okay, this is fine, and here we are updating, but sorry, here I have to use index number. Okay, so balance is in first index. Okay, now this is also fine. So update ATM, set balance where account number. Okay, and success, operation was successful. Okay, everything is fine now. Account number, name, where. Okay, so I will save it once again, and now I will execute it to test it. Okay, so now I will try to add one more ATM card number. So in other words, I have to insert ATM card. Okay, so my ATM card should 000234 5. Okay, and then password 2345, and then I will click this transaction enter button. and here I will enter amount 2000 once again, and now I will enter account number 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. Okay, so this is account number of user 2, and I will click enter. Operation was successful. I will click OK. So now available balance was 28,000, and now this is 20, sorry, was 30,000. Now this is 28,000. Okay, so we can check balance for our first account number, that 2000 is added or not. I will click 1, and now here I will remove this from here, and here I will enter 1. Okay, so now this is ATM card number 1234, password is 1234 only, and balance inquiry I will click this. Okay, now this is 22,000. Now this is also updated. Okay, so our uh, transaction, when our transaction was performed, then our updation was also performed, and now we have also updated this account number where our amount was transferred. Okay, so this is all about ATM machine management system in Python Tkinter with MySQL. I hope this video will be very helpful and easy to understand for you. If you like the video, then please share with your friends and class fellows. And if you have not subscribed our YouTube channel, then please subscribe our YouTube channel right now. Thank you.